Welcome to Let's Do Yoga with Joanne, and I'm Joanne. Today's class will be primarily seated. The only standing portion will be when we do the balance portion of the class. So let's get comfortable. Maybe move away from the back of the seat so that you're not slouchy, but that your shoulders can be directly over your hips. That kind of opens up this front part so we can do our breathing exercise, which I always do first when I do it. So close your eyes, get the shoulders directly over the hips, and we're going to do restricted breathing only on the inhale. When you exhale, you will exhale freely. So there is a valve in the back of your throat there that you can use to restrict your inhale. If you're not able to do that, you can close your lips with only a slight opening, and we can inhale through our mouth and make it a more difficult job. You're trying to make your lungs work hard. That's what you're trying to do. So let's begin. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, and exhale freely. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Last one. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. And you can open your eyes. So a little bit of a lung workout right away. I'm facing forward, and I'm just going to bring my chin down a little bit. I don't want to tuck it hard. I just want to bring it down. And then staying in that same forward plane, I'm going to lift the chin up. Not all the way. I don't want to overextend. Bring your chin once more parallel to the floor. And then take it at about a 45-degree angle. So don't bring it all the way over the shoulder. You're stopping in the middle between forward and the shoulder. Okay, so kind of about like that. And then lower the chin. Raise it up. Bring it back to that straight forward position. Now take it over the shoulder. And lower your chin down. Raise it up. Bring it parallel to the shoulder. Just bring it straight forward. And we'll try the other direction. So with it straight forward, bring the chin down. Raise it up. And then make the chin parallel to the floor. Take it over to this side that we haven't done yet, about 45 degrees, and then lower the chin. Raise it up. And parallel to the floor. Take it all the way over the shoulder now. Lower the chin. Raise it up. Parallel to the shoulder. And bring it forward. So a little bit of shoulder work. First we do one shoulder, then the other shoulder, then we're going to do them both together. So I'm just bringing the one arm all the way up and even a little bit back if you can, if your arthritis allows it. And then take that same arm. Do you see how slow I'm going? I'm going really slow, bringing it behind me and taking it up behind me as far as I'm able. Lower it down. Everything's in slow motion. Take it out to the side, straight to the side. I'm not lifting it beyond my shoulder height. Then I'm going to bring it behind my back. So I have to bend the elbow a little bit, get it behind my back, and maybe I can cross all the way behind my back and my fingers peek out the other side, maybe. And then bring that arm straight to the side. So my elbow is right to the side. My hand is facing forward, and I just want to open that to the side and then across the middle, and then let that arm rest. You can either rest it straight down or on your lap. The other hand. So bring the one hand all the way up Maybe it goes a little bit behind my head, maybe not. Then nice and slow, I bring it all the way down and bring it behind me, lifting it up behind me as far as I'm able. Then bring that arm all the way down. Take it out to the side, shoulder height. Bring it in behind you. So you have to bend the elbow a little bit to get that done, and you bring it in behind you. And then bring that elbow straight along your side. Open the hand up to the outside, and then have it cross the middle and in your lap. Now both of them together, same movements exactly. Both arms up as high as you can make it. And then bring both those arms all the way down and bring them up as far as you can behind you. Bring them both down and then raise them both to shoulder height. Bend the elbows a little bit to allow them to cross behind your back, opening up that chest as far as you can. Bring those hands out from behind you and the elbows come close to the side with the hands facing forward. They both open to the outside. And then they both come to the inside and cross. And release. All right, so now we need to bring these knees further apart. We're going to come into a flow. Please feel free to, stop if you're getting confused and come join us again in the next move. I will try, the first time I go through, I won't even add the breath so that you can follow along. I'll go slow enough that you can follow along. So the first move is to lift those arms all the way up. And then the second one, we open up the arms. So I'm bringing those arms as far behind me as I can until I feel that stretch in the upper chest. That's called a chest opener. The arms will come back up, and then I want to bring these hands all the way down to the floor. Now, if you can bring them straight forward and lean into it, or if that doesn't feel safe, then just bring them down to the side, but get them all the way down to the floor. Try and keep your head lifted above your heart. If that isn't working for you, then put us on pause and run and get a book so you can put your fingertips on a book, and that might help. Okay, I'm going to leave my left fingertips on the floor and open up with my right arm all the way up to the top. And then bring that right arm down. And again, I'm not going really quickly. I'm going to leave my right fingertips down there, open up with my left arm all the way to the top, or as much as I can get. You can see this side's harder for me. And then both hands will come all the way down. And I'll bring both hands then up onto the top of the knee, onto the thigh, or to the knee portion there. I want to see how well I can reach this right shoulder towards that left ankle. So I kind of dip and try and bring that right shoulder towards the left ankle. And you can use your hands to help you. So by using your hands, you can bring that shoulder a little closer, and the other shoulder you can push more towards the top. So you can get that twist in your torso. And then go ahead and just take it to the other side. So now the left shoulder is reaching for that right ankle, and I'm pushing my right shoulder a little further back, and I'm using my hands on my legs to do that. Okay, I want to come out of that and bring my arms straight forward, and I'm leaning into it. So I'm not seated tall. I'm leaning into it. From here, I will take that right arm straight back behind me, looking forward. I'll bring that right arm to the front. Take the left arm straight behind me. Bring that left arm to the front, coming up into my goddess or goalpost arms, and then down. Okay, now we'll try and add it to the breath. So you'll hear my phrases like shoulder dip and goalpost, and you'll kind of know what's happening, but you don't get frustrated if you're unable to follow it through. We're going to go through twice more with the breath, And let's just see how that works for you. All right. Inhale, the arms come all the way up. Exhale, you open into that chest opener. The arms are wide and behind you. Inhale up. Exhale and bring those arms all the way down to the hands to the floor. Leave your left hand down. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Leave those fingertips on the floor and inhale the left hand up. Exhale the left hand down. Bring both hands to your thighs on the inhale. So this is your inhale. With your exhale, the right shoulder reaches for the left ankle. Use your hands to help. Inhale and just come straight forward like you were. Exhale and the left shoulder comes towards the right ankle. Inhale and come facing forward again like you were. Go ahead and exhale while you're here. On the inhale, you sit up. You take your goddess arms. And on the exhale, you lower them down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, chest opener. Inhale up. Exhale, the hands reach for the floor. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale that right arm down. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale the left arm down. Inhale the hands onto the knees. Exhale, shoulder dip. Inhale, straight forward. Exhale, shoulder dip. And I have to do the piece I missed last time. Inhale, straight forward. Arms are straight forward. Exhale, right arm back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, left arm back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, holding on like so. Inhale, come into goalpost arms. And exhale, bring those arms down. So the last one was the longest one, right? I bet you can feel that because I can. Let's stand and see if we can play around with our balance a little bit. You know, balance is huge. There's actually testing that, you know, can tell where your body is in what stage of aging it is, and it is primarily determined by your ability to balance. So you want to be able to work on that balance as much as you can. I'm going to say right, left, and you can do whatever you need to do. I'm going to keep my right hand on the back of the chair. You find a spot to stare at, about a 45-degree angle from your eye to the floor. That's about the best for balance. Stare at it, make sure it's not your dog because you don't want it to move. It has to be something that doesn't move, okay? So stare at it, try and get all that weight into that standing right leg. The one that's closest to the chair is your standing leg. Lift that left leg off the floor and just bring it forward and back. Feel what's happening in your standing leg. Bring it forward and back. Okay, can you get lighter on those fingers, holding on to the chair? Remember, balance is about frustration, so go ahead and get into the frustrated zone. Maybe you play with lifting those fingers off for a micro millisecond and putting it back on the chair. Maybe some of you can take those fingers off the chair, hovering them close to the chair so you can grab on when you need to. And then place both feet on the floor. I think we have a brain section today too. I'll just check my notes. Yes, we do. We have a brain section too today. So I'm going to want to put all my weight onto the leg closest to the chair. You saw I switched around on the chair, and my hand that's closest to the chair is the one that I want to be gripping it. All right, finding my drishta point, the point that I'm staring at, getting all my weight into that standing leg, lifting my right leg up. Then I'm going to swing it forward slowly and back, trying to feel what's happening in that leg so that I can get accustomed to it and start to lighten my fingers on the chair. Maybe I'm at my fingertips. Maybe I can release my grip from the chair, maybe not. Maybe that's just not in my practice yet. You go to the point where you're working, where this leg is working and the core is working to try and keep you balanced. That's what you want. You want to get frustrated. And release. So here's the thing. If you work on something else for a few seconds and then go back to your balance, the balance is often better the second time. So let's test that theory out. All right, we're going to do brain yoga. Put all your fingertips together and your thumbs together. Don't be alarmed. I'm going to come closer to the screen so that you can see what I'm going to be doing with my fingertips. Okay, so I'm coming closer, and I want to start by twiddling my thumbs. Can you see that I'm twiddling my thumbs? That part's easy. Okay, and then put those thumbs together, twiddle those pointers. Ooh, that gets a little harder. Put those pointers together, twiddle those middle fingers. Oh yeah, now I gotta think. So the middle fingers are, were twiddling. Press those together. Maybe you can twiddle those ring fingers. So every time you do a brain yoga, you're kind of reopening old pathways, firing up neurons, maybe creating new pathways in your brain, which you can do into your 90s. Okay, and then the pinkies. So that's your homework. Until next class, you have to twiddle. Okay, and then let's go back to the chair and see what happens now when we try and do that balance again. All right, drishta point. Weight on the standing leg. The other leg is forward and back. Come light in your hands if you can. Whoa. Good. And see, a little easier. Isn't that weird? Try the other side. It's because you woke up your brain and you need your brain for balance. Your brain and your core are the primary things working in balance, although basically everything is. So hanging onto the chair, finding your drishta point, getting that focus, and then swinging the one leg back and forth while all the weight is in the other. Coming light onto your fingertips, and maybe, just maybe, you can get to where you were before with a little less frustration. And release. So thanks for playing with me. That's great. That was fun. And then let's just do a little bit of stretches. My first stretch, I'm taking my right leg all the way out as far as I can. And then, no, we shouldn't hold our arm above our heads too long because of blood pressure. But you can just bring it, lean back so my arm is up. I'm leaning back, I can feel everything working, and then I just want to come out of it. And I'm going to take that about 3 times. And again, so that's the second time. And bring that hand in. Here we go for the last one, 3rd time. Leaning back a little, nice long stretch, and bringing it in. Let's take that to the other side. So this is my left leg, but you just do the other leg. And then the opposite hand reaches back and you lean back into it and bring it down. Go ahead and lean back into a second one and bring it down. And into that 3rd one. And bring it down. I'm going to stretch out my shoulder because we did a fair bit of shoulder work today. So I cross my right arm across my chest. Now you can take your hand and press that arm in. For me, I find that's not enough of a stretch and I have to kind of winch it in with my other arm. And then rotate that wrist. So we don't need to hold it long. We just need to kind of stretch that shoulder out a little bit, and it usually feels very good. And then take the other arm across the chest. Try and not have it too bent. If possible, you're trying to keep it fairly straight. So again, you can press with your hand if that works for you. Sometimes you have to make it the upper chest because there might not be room to go across mid-chest. So upper chest, and then, or you might have to winch it in like I do. It's up to you. And then rotate the wrist. And that does feel good. I want to take one quick twist. My left hand is coming to the outside of my right knee. My right hand will come behind me, and I might actually grab the chair seat behind me and turn to the right. Everything, my shoulders, my face, my torso, my belly, whatever I can move, I'm turning it to the right. Coming forward, take the right hand to the outside of the left knee. My left hand grabs the chair behind me, and I'll turn into that twist to the left. And come forward. So if you found this class, this yoga class, to be beneficial in any way, I hope you press like, share, or subscribe so that others can do it as well. It reaches more houses that way, more people who might need to do their exercising in their home, just like you have chosen to do today. So press the lower back into the back of the chair. Let's try and get comfortable and maybe just take a really deep inhale. And the exhale, just let it swoosh and try and let everything relax totally. And then close your eyes. And I think today, let's try and do a 20-second time frame where every time your mind drifts away from your breathing, just try and bring it back. And I literally say inside my head, inhale, exhale, in order to keep my brain focused just on my breathing, so it doesn't go, thinking about what's going on outside. And for those of you who live in Saskatchewan, today we have snowfall outside, lots of snowfall. So go ahead and begin your 20-second, bringing it back to your breathing. And that was 20 seconds. I hope you were able to do that, to bring it back to your breathing. And may your inner light shine for all to see. Namaste.